The catchiest name I like it. The Hispanic Titanic. This is my first time meeting you. And I'm really excited about this because this is fan questions. Your second episode 2 of the Hispanic Titanic is fan questions. And awesome. I'm excited for you because they were asking some pretty good questions.
Let's hear them. Let's get to it.
Okay. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Orange Bloods Texas Football YouTube channel. But it is not only football, it also has baseball, like the Hispanic Titanic, like softball players, like soccer players. We are just for the people, pretty much. Now let's get into it. Let's see. These are all from the Orange Bloods board. Colin Hookham, 18, asked, what has been the most difficult transition to first base?
Just finding like a different routine. I mean, obviously during the games, I'm not playing the field, so I had to find ways to stay hot, whether it was hopping on a bike or going inside the cages and swinging, or, you know, playing around with the weights or bands. But, you know, playing defense, it helps, you know, you stay locked in a little longer. You're always moving. You're consistently interacting on the field, you're, you know, running around. So just the routine's different.
Alejandro Stern asks, what adjustments to your game are you working on?
Well, I played a whole year without playing defense. You know, only played 6 games on the field last year. So, right. You know, I find myself as a natural hitter, you know, have the ability to just, you know, swing it, you know, with some weight and power behind it. I'll just say, like, just finding that comfort on the field. But, you know, I'm doing a good job so far. So, yeah.
OB Rob, can he dual sport or play offensive line?
Actually, the coaching staff last year, I'm not too sure what kind of coach he was, but, you know, they asked me if I wanted to join football last year, and I just said I was pretty good at baseball. You know, they wanted me to, I guess, not try it out, but see if, you know, I could play like outside linebacker. And I told them I was a tight end in high school, and they told me I was too short. So I said, you know, I'm gonna stick to baseball. So I'm pretty good.
And was that Coach Herman saying that?
No. It was someone under his staff last year, you know, whoever would like collect the weigh-ins, and, you know, someone that was part of like the nutrition, or like some, I don't even know what, you know, his title was, but I guess he worked on the football team last year. So
okay.
Yeah.
Would you?
Would I? If I didn't have as bright of a future as I have right now in baseball, I think I'd give it a try. You know, I could definitely see myself playing like special teams, or, you know, not necessarily like playing the field. Obviously, I haven't played it, you know, but I know I can make some tackles and, you know, move well for my size. I have the strength for it as well.
You said if I didn't have as much of a bright future as I have now in baseball. I love that, because you recognize your talent. It's like, why change anything right now?
Yeah, he would have to impress. Yeah.
Understandable. SRV 11226 asked, path to improve draft status: third base, first base, or strong year at DH?
Yeah, I think we get, that was our first question. But yeah, first base, it's looking like first base right now. You know, you know, I would not want a DH. If I had to, I'll do it for the team. But obviously, I want to play the field and, you know, improve that. So, yeah.
Understandable. Tex X75 asked, how is the team chemistry looking right now?
I'd say it's a little stronger than last year, knowing that we had, you know, it was kind of that COVID year, and we didn't really have a locker room last year. And our coach said that we gelled too much this year, so he took away our ping pong table and all kinds of stuff. And he's like, we need to work. We're doing more hanging out and, you know, hanging around the facility, and we need to get to work. So, yeah.
You guys had a ping pong table?
Yeah, in our clubhouse locker room. I mean, that's pretty common and normal. You know, I'm pretty sure like a bunch of teams. It's not, but, you know, in Power 5 baseball, I'm pretty sure like all kinds of teams have like a game room or like some type of ping pong table. You know, but that was like our way of, you know, getting along, smack talking, but, you know, keeping it respectful, and kind of like all brought us together. So, yeah. Right now,
the fact that you think that this is normal, track would never have a ping pong table. I think like the best thing they put in our locker room was, well, first of all, redoing the whole thing and then putting TVs in there. And all the guys, like the first day they put TVs in there, their game systems followed. And that's all they do. But that's all we got.
Well, no, I mean, it's different for us, though. I mean, I would say like ping pong would help, improve our game with that hand-eye coordination, because that ping pong is so little. You're hitting the ball with a paddle, it kind of correlates to hitting a baseball with a baseball bat. And obviously the ball's bigger, so you see it, a little bit better.
Okay. Yeah. This one asks, what young players have caught your attention in workouts so far?
I'd say Gavin Cash, Scoop. We have a guy nicknamed Scoop. He's a Midland junior college transfer. Probably Jack Arthur. I'm pretty sure there's more names that ask me questions and, asking me how I do this and how I swing this. How do I hit this ball? How do I catch this? How do I stretch here? And, I'm just taking them under my wing, just like the guys did, from the previous years, like Mike Antico, Zach Zubia, Cole Quintanilla, and there's many more. So.
Okay. Ketchum asked, most random conversation you've ever heard in a pitching mound meeting?
Most random, man.
Like, what do y'all talk about?
Usually the pitching coach just comes out to, calm the pitcher down after, either getting, give up a few hits, or he gave up a few free 90s, which are walks. And he just goes out there just to calm him down, tell him to relax, breathe. Obviously the environment's crazy. There's thousands of people, and, he just either like, sometimes they just go out there and tell them to relax, or just give them a breather, because they're out there working, catch their breath, get back on their feet, and get back out there, and it just usually calms them down.
So basically you guys have perfect conversations all of the time.
Yeah, I mean, if we see someone's kind of too tense, or we see it in their eyes, we crack a joke just to calm them down. But that's basically it. It's nothing crazy. It's not like a football huddle, where you're calling the plays, we got 30 seconds, let's go. It's it's more just to calm everybody down. So
okay, I get it. Baseball coach asks, why did you go JUCO first, and where would you have gone if you didn't come to UT?
I went to junior college first because I was still kind of establishing myself as a player. I was a two-way going into college. I pitched and hit as well. So I think going junior college helped me figure out who I became as a player. Obviously, I put up some pretty good stats offensively, so that's when I called it. I'm gonna be a hitter and go from there. And it's working so far in my favor. So.
And
also, sorry, I didn't answer the second question. If it wasn't for Texas, I visited a few other Power 5 schools like Kentucky, Texas Tech, Oklahoma State, Nebraska. I mean, I had plenty more, but Texas was my dream school. So once they offered me, I locked in, and I committed on spot. So,
as you should. Who has had the biggest influence on your baseball career so far?
The biggest influence, I have a lot. I'd be kind of biased if I chose one, but I would say Joe Coppinger in high school, Omar Quintanilla, Texas grad, former major leaguer, transitioning from junior college to Division I, and being here at Texas, definitely Coach Miller and Troy Tulowitzki for sure. Most definitely.
And they asked multiple questions, so I'm just using all theirs. What are your thoughts on the new-ish indoor facility at DFF?
I love it. I mean, sometimes I go at midnight, once I get my homework done, I'm feeling kind of bored at the house. I just go out there, mess around with the weights, sit off the machine, do what I got to do. We're just blessed to have that facility. Not all teams in the nation can say they have the facility that we do. So
it is really nice. The track team has had to, I think, lift weights in you guys' facility or go through there for something, because it's next to tennis, correct?
Yeah. So we're on Carmel Street. We're right next to, so behind us we got tennis, and then to the side we have softball. So it's all in the area.
I think we've gone into you guys' facility over the summer, because it's hard to lift when a football game is going on. They don't let anybody in the DKR. So it's like, where else are we gonna go? So we go into you guys' stuff. It's nice. We're jealous. But considering your large frame and strong arm, how much did you pitch growing up and in high school?
I pitched a lot. I mean, I was probably my best in high school my sophomore year, just because that was probably our best team throughout every position. We kind of had depth everywhere, so I was used a lot on the mound and obviously hitting. Junior year, I was, we lost that weight from, depth because everybody graduated. So I was used a lot everywhere. Senior year is when I started, to turn it up hitting wise. And that's when I knew I kind of had like a special talent, for hitting. And but I always had a strong arm. I would say I was like upper 80s. I would get up to 92, but my problem was I only had a fastball and a curveball. So when you knew a curveball wasn't coming, obviously the fastball was coming, so they'd hit it, and I didn't throw 95, so it wasn't enough to get away with 2 pitches.
Dustin McComas asked, "How's the wrist feeling after surgery when the season ended?"
Yeah, so I'm doing a lot better. I kind of have that little battle scar right there.
Is that where they like?
Yeah, they sanded down my hamate bone. I had fractured in the College World Series. Well, I think it was fractured like 3 weeks going into the College World Series because I was swinging and I didn't have much on my swing. I was always telling my coaches like my wrist feels broken or like something sprained. Like I know for a fact like something's hurt, and they're just like push through. Like we're almost done. Like we need you. Like this and that. So I did it for the team, and I was just dealing with it. And my very last swing, I swung and I felt something pop, in my hand. And it just didn't feel right. I had no strength, but we rehabbed it. We got the surgery on it. We fixed it. I'm back, playing football, getting my at bats. So can't complain. I'm blessed, to be in the situation for sure.
Absolutely. Longhorn 8076, and I think I'll make this the last one. Where did you start playing baseball in El Paso? At what age? And this comes from a fellow Coronado Thunderbird 76. Yeah.
Coronado Thunderbird, yeah, that's my former high school. But I started playing t-ball around 3 or 4 at Gallegos Park in Conoteo, Texas, which is an outskirt of El Paso. And then once I kind of finished t-ball, I moved closer to a league by Coronado, my high school. It's I think it's called Southwest now, but back in the day it was called Frank Manning. And I don't know if they do it now, but we started off with machine pitch, and I think now they just do coach pitch. But once I finished with machine pitch, I moved to the east side, which is a little bit more competitive. And it was called the Sportsplex. And I played there until I was about like 12, 13. And then once I hit about 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade, I started playing travel ball in Arizona, California, obviously college and, till now.
Yeah. So. That's all I have for you.
Awesome.
You do good with these fan questions.
I appreciate it. I'm trying my best.
What's your, just out of curiosity, what's your major?
Corporate communications.
So is mine. See, I just knew.
Awesome. Small world.
I just knew. Like, come on. You speak too well for me not to know.
Yeah. Well,
but it was.
I've been practicing a lot. I had a panel yesterday for Hispanic Heritage Month. I also had a panel like about a month ago for McCombs on branding, and I think this practice is helping me for these interviews and whatnot, and also talking on camera, after baseball games, post interviews, and all that's just kind of like helping my resume. So yeah, it
is gonna help. Exactly, it's gonna help with your resume. You have to do 100 interviews with Serenity, talking about this, that, and the other. But when is the first game?
I know it is the 3rd week of February. I don't know the exact date, but I think we start off with Rice. And then once we play that series, we go to Minute Maid, kind of how we did with we played at the Arlington ballpark, the new ballpark this year. But this year we'll be back at Minute Maid, so I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to you guys this season. I'm going to definitely come to a couple of games. You guys' facilities are too nice for me not to come.
Yeah, got to. Let me know if you need tickets,
No, it's fine. Orange Bloods needs to get me the tickets. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, yeah, you guys probably get the big old suite. Yeah, my tickets are nothing.
Right, like, come on. But it was great speaking with you, the Hispanic Titanic. I just love that name. I love it.
Catchy. It's a little catchy, and it suits me well.
It's so catchy.
It's everything, it suits me well. It's catchy.
And it's Hispanic Heritage Month.
Exactly.
It's who you are, and this is a big part of your life, so I like it a lot. Yeah. But please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Orange Bloods Texas Football YouTube channel featuring baseballs, featuring the Hispanic Titanic. Thank you.